45th President Trump makes a statement by holding a rally with 10,000 people in Hialeah, Florida, this same night as the third GOP debate. Caroline Leavitt spoke to One America's Daniel Baldwin about why Trump has so much momentum. Take a look.
A day after President Donald Trump rallied in Hialeah, Florida, bringing more than 10,000 American patriots there to witness him talk, upstaging the third GOP primary debate, Make America Great Again, spokeswoman Caroline Leavitt joins us now. Caroline, you watched President Trump's big rally in Hialeah. Again, thousands of people were there. What was the main takeaway as he did this literally 8 miles away from the third GOP primary debate in Miami?
It was a brilliant move by the Trump campaign to have President Trump host a rally with thousands of people in beautiful Miami-Dade County just down the road, where his contenders, who have absolutely no chance at winning the nomination or winning any race in the near future for that matter, fight over issues that President Trump has already delivered on. There was a clown show at the fake news debate last night, but then you had the real show, the epic show at the Trump rally. Roseanne Barr spoke. Sarah Huckabee Sanders endorsed President Trump and introduced him. And then you had the president lay out his vision for the future of America, more solutions to solve the many crises that Joe Biden has created since President Trump left office. And he also talked a lot about the political lawfare that's being waged against him by Joe Biden's Department of Justice and the Biden regime. And I thought that the mayor of Hialeah's statement was really powerful. He is a Cuban-American mayor in Miami-Dade County, which has a large Cuban population. And he said that he's supporting President Trump because for once we had a president who did what he said he was going to do. It was a very powerful evening, and it was certainly a heck of a lot more fun, it seemed, Daniel, than the fake news debate just a few miles down the road.
I can confirm that, Caroline, firsthand. And that mayor that you referenced, Hialeah Mayor Steve Bovo, he actually revealed that he's going to be introducing next week a measure to name a street after President Donald Trump as well. You mentioned it was a star-studded evening. Don Jr., Roseanne Barr, Jorge Masvidal from the UFC. Why was the third GOP debate so lackluster? Is it the fact that so many Americans believe that the primary is over with President Trump leading nationally by 45 points, according to Real Clear Politics polling average?
It's boring. It's like watching a sports game where the score doesn't matter, right? There's no point, because none of these candidates are going to win. None of these candidates are going to stand on a debate stage with Joe Biden and really be on a ballot for people to vote for them. So they're pointless. They're a total waste of time and resources. And it's a shame that all of these candidates continue to make a fool of themselves on this campaign trail. They should save face. If they want any hope of a political career in the future, pack it up, realize they are down 50 points in the polls to the presumptive nominee. Republican voters in their party want Donald Trump, and they should save their own time and also give their resources to Donald Trump so we can take this fight to Joe Biden, who is fundamentally destroying our country with Bidenomics, high inflation, robbing hardworking American families of thousands of dollars every year. Mortgage rates are 7.8% and climbing. We have a wide open border that is killing Americans every day at the hands of Chinese fentanyl. So we need a leader who can win. And President Trump has proven over the last year and a half of campaigning to be that leader. And it's time for the rest of these other candidates to admit that truth, leave their egos at the door, and do what's best for our country.
Caroline, the Trump campaign has been emphatic, saying that there's never been a better time for President Trump to end the failed Biden presidency right now. Polling seems to reaffirm that exact statement. We saw the New York Times Siena poll showing that Trump was leading in 5 of the 6 key swing states that would most likely determine who the next president is. But this morning on Thursday, Emerson College dropped a similar poll showing Trump leading in 5 of the 6 key swing states as well, showing that specifically Biden's base among black voters, Latino voters, young voters, it's fracturing. They're floating back towards President Trump at a very quick pace. Why do you think these types of voters are leaving Biden and going back to Trump with less than a year away from the 2024 election?
Biden's base, if he ever really had one, but voters who do historically vote Democratic are leaning Republican, and they're leaning towards President Trump. And I think it's a few reasons, Daniel. First, these voters have felt the tangible consequence and contrast in their lives between the Trump era and the Biden era. They were making more money. They were able to purchase homes. They felt safe and secure in American cities and communities. They were not hearing the devastating tragedies every single day that are at the hands of Biden's open border policies. And there were no wars in this world that were threatening our national security. And then, of course, the opposite is true on all of those fronts when it comes to Joe Biden's presidency. So Biden has failed, and people feel it and they see it in their everyday lives. Unemployment was the lowest in history for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, women, Americans without a college degree, Americans with a college degree, because of President Trump's economic policies. And so voters are thinking about themselves, their pocketbooks, their families, their safety, their security, and they don't want to see their sons and daughters go to fight a foreign war overseas. And that's looking more and more likely under Joe Biden. So I think people are recognizing that if we want to stop this madness and this chaos, if we want to restore peace and safety and security, you have to vote for President Trump. He is truly our only option at this moment in time.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Caroline Leavitt, spokeswoman for Make America Great Again Incorporated. Thank you so much for joining us on One America News. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Daniel.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.